get my microphone back on again, first of all, which would be a very good idea. And I wanted to live. Hello, Rosemary, how are you? This is a wonderful lady, Rosemary McArdle from Tiffcrum area of Fork Hill, and an artist. And what do I show? This, whether you know it or not, or believe it or not, this is the view from her, I'll try and get it so you can see it, from her front window. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely. These are, look at this now, hold it there. Isn't that a lovely view? Yeah. Absolutely. Rosemary, you're welcome to the programme. How are you? You'll be big in Manhattan and Mullabon because they're getting you in both places, you see. Rosemary, your art, you do it at home at the kitchen table. Right. Where did it all start for you?
Well, I started, I suppose, when I was a very young child. I had a cousin, Robbie Rafferty from Dundalk, and he used to come out and he was very good at sketching. And I used to torture him, show me how to do it, and sure he
What
tried.
age were you then?
I suppose I was 5 or 6,
My
maybe
goodness.
7,
Yeah.
8, you know.
Yeah.
He came out every school holiday, he came out to see us and practically live with us. And I was constantly at him, show me how, show me how.
Ah, yeah.
And he failed miserably.
Aye.
And then I always loved art, and you'll be trying to do different things. Friends would ask me to illustrate my homework or different things like that. And then a few years later, a friend, Noreen McGee, asked me would I join a class in Newry in the Art Centre. And sure, we were at a party and the humour was good, and I said yes.
you were off the diving board before you checked was there water in the pool?
Water in the pool, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Noreen called for me, and we turned up with Teresa McCann in the Art Centre.
Isn't that wonderful?
And
was that with the Newry art people? The
Newry
Art Club?
Centre, yeah. And then. Well, I was scared stiff the first night. And we continued on. The first night I went home with a reasonably good start to my first picture, which was Loch Ross Point in Ardra, Donegal. Photographs I would have taken on holidays. You know.
And when is you have an exhibition coming, haven't you?
It's over. I mean, it's on at the minute.
It's on at the moment.
It opened on Tuesday night.
Last Tuesday night. How long will it be on for?
It'll be on till the 30th.
The 30th of May?
May,
That's a full month. You have the opportunity to go into the Art Centre and see the work of Rosemary McArdle there. There's another one on as well, isn't there?
Yes, the Rostrevor.
The Rostrevor people. You can see the Rostrevor art collective exhibition there in the Sean Hollywood Art Centre as well. So a very good art experience for people there.
Yes, it's a good mix of, you know, people.
But you seem to you seem to plough a lonely furrow. You're not part of the band.
No, I'm not in a, well, I'm in a group in Mullabon, and we're not a club like the Rostrevor. But as I said to you there, I did it for a very short time, but family commitments, aging parents, a daughter that wasn't well.
God bless them.
I took her grandchildren on and different things, and I had to drop it for about 15, 16 years.
And then you didn't lose it. You might have dropped it, but you didn't lose it, I tell you. Because may I speak about this?
Of course.
First of all, have you any artist heroes? Who do you look up to in your work?
Nothing really. I just do it for the love of it. I went in yesterday and I saw, Killian McAvoy.
Lovely man.
His work is fabulous.
Yeah, it is fabulous
But
work.
I wouldn't have seen it before.
And we greet you this morning, Killian, and we greet the members of the Rostrevor Art Collective there at the Art Centre today. We had hoped that some of them would join us this morning, but they didn't feel able to do that, unfortunately.
Right.
But you did, and you're so welcome, I tell you. And what I think about these, look, I would often, you hear tell of artisan cuisine, artisan cooking, artisan baking of the land.
Fancy
this
names.
for me is artisan. This is out of the land. I can see your blood, sweat and tears in these. I can see the care that you apply to the canvas in these. And this is wonderful. It's bereft of the tweeness of perfection. You know, that sort of, everything's just done nice and
I know, I like
but
it to
this
be
here's you
natural.
going at it, and I'm getting that down. How long did it take you to do the view of Tiffcrum, of Drummondtee Church?
It would have took a good while, but I tend to work with about maybe 4 at the one time because it's oils. They don't dry very quickly. So
you chose oils deliberately, as opposed to water?
No, that's what Teresa started me off, and I liked it.
Yeah.
And I found that looking at other paintings of other, mediums, I didn't like them really to look at them. I preferred the oil.
There's a bit of strength in the oil.
Yeah.
You're a strong woman. You seem to be. You seem to be. And that was a lovely day. But do you find it helpful to go out and paint on location, or is it better for you to go out and take a photograph?
Better to take a photograph.
You think that?
Yeah, I've tried both, and I wasn't comfortable with
People
doing.
coming up to you and saying, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
That sort of
and
thing you would find.
I kind of need the frame of the
Yeah,
photograph to
yeah,
sort of guide
yeah.
me, you know. I
It's just
suppose
that-
I'm really just an amateur, that's it.
But I mean, amateur's the greatest thing in the world. If you take what the word amateur means, the person who loves.
Yeah.
Amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatas, amant. The Latin, I love.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
amateur, you love what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah,
and
I
that
do.
love is coming through in the excellence of your work.
Yeah.
And you see, also, geometrically, take the church. It's perfect.
Yeah.
The kind of context and the outline, it's as it should be. And this must have broken your heart doing the Giant's Causeway,
It's
for
actually
goodness sake.
quite easy because it really was only stones, but
Look
I
at
love
that.
walking stones.
I'm trying to turn this
Stones
away.
on water, I love.
Yeah. I wonder if we can get that without. Don't go away, Andrew. I'm going to open this because we can see it without the shimmer
Oh, aye,
of the
yeah,
thing. on
yeah,
it.
of course, yeah.
And the stones and water, but each one of them is done with great, great care, and I think that's very impressive. Come on, if I can get this out. Out, open do we see? Here we are, we're going now. Come on. I hope you don't mind me doing this.
No, not
because we'll
at
see
all,
it. We'll
not
see
at
it until.
all.
Here we go now. You're going to really see it now, I tell you. Look at that. Oh, it's just kind of the same, isn't it? No, yeah. But isn't that lovely? The
Yeah.
amount of effort that went into getting each of those stones exactly the way it should be was enormous.
I love doing the shadows on the water and all
the
that.
shadows
you know.
on the water. And also, how very well you got the breaker line out there, beyond
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cam water. This is the bar where it starts rolling,
Yeah, rolling,
in,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
get all of that. And there we are there. So what about at school? Did you do any of this when you were a student at school?
No, not at all.
No?
Sure, when I was at school, you left school, primary school at 15, and
Yeah.
with the bare necessities, you had a teacher one day a week that learned you for different parts of the year, knitting, sewing and cooking.
My
And that was
goodness.
it.
That was what you got.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, goodness gracious. Now, how many years, you told me, how many years have you been doing this kind of work
That
now?
there, well, I started again last May a year ago.
So within 1 year, you've got an exhibition.
I did. I had 33 paintings of. Well, 3 of them were not from this year, they were from before, but
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you were there, you were prolific in
I
doing
go
it.
to the group in Mulliban with Diane McArdle.
You might have known kith and kin of mine and Jimmy Grant and Breege.
Sure, Susan is my best friend.
You're joking.
Yes.
Susan, her daughter.
Yes.
Well, Breege
I
is my
knew-
aunt, my
That's
father's
right.
sister.
I knew that.
Goodness
I knew that.
gracious.
Yeah, I remember when you were reading about you when you were starting up in journalism
Ah,
and that.
you wouldn't have been born when I started in journalism.
Well, I remember. Well, I've lived.
It's 50 years since I started. 52 years since I started.
Well, it's 1972. I met Susan
Yeah.
and her mommy.
Oh, goodness
Her mommy
gracious.
was an angel.
She was a lovely woman.
Oh, she was a
But you
pet.
see, they were good people. My father's grandfather was he was a wee man in Dundalk.
Yeah.
That's where he came from. They came up from Dundalk to
My
Newry.
mother came from there too.
That's just a good place. Yeah. And Michael Hand, who then became the manager of McKnight's leather shop and shoes and nails in Mill Street in Newry. What? Oh, that's your phone. Don't worry. You can switch it off there. Open it and switch it off. There we are. The joys of live television, now we've dealt with it. That's good. But Michael, they told me when I was writing the column in the Democrat in Dundalk,
Yeah.
people wrote into me remembering
Yes.
my grandfather, Michael Hand,
Sure, yeah.
saying something like, oh, he was a lovely, decent wee man.
Yeah.
That was the kind. So you're saying the same about Breege.
Oh, Breege was
his
a
daughter.
pet.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Very, very much so.
I loved her.
Very much so. Did Susan go into the nursing? Was it?
No, that's Maureen.
Maureen went to the
Maureen
nursing.
went into nursing.
Yeah.
Susan, God love her, lost her husband.
She did.
It must be near 30 years ago now.
Oh, my
In an
goodness.
accident. She does work with, I think, social services or something. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what it is. I can't remember. She chops and changes around, but it's
Yeah,
all within
yeah.
one circle,
Within-
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But
So
Susan's-
take you back to the painting. Now, do you have a special artist's garret away at the top of the house with a big window looking out
not
across?
at all. I live in a wee small bungalow,
Oh,
and
what
I
do you
just
do?
when I get the breakfast off the table, I just clear it.
You clear it and you get the art, you get the stuff out. Yeah.
Then I wake up at about 7:15 when the husband says, "Are you going to make dinner tonight?"
You say, no, I'm painting, dear boy. You should try that.
You just
What's his
forget.
name?
Peter.
Peter, I'm painting this evening. Make your own dinner. God, there'd be queer eruptions out in Mullabon if you did that
no.
up in Drummondee.
telling
Yeah. You would know another friend of mine who started in journalism with me, with him, Mickey O'Rourke.
Of course, yes, I know Mickey well.
Mickey, lovely
yeah.
lad.
And
And
Paddy.
we greet you this morning, Mickey and Mrs. O'Rourke. We send you our greetings as well, and that's all.
Nice
that's all
people.
good. Nice people.
Yeah.
Now, the great work, the magnum opus that you're going to do. What painting that you haven't done yet do you really, really want to do?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I just tend to go out with the camera when we're away anywhere.
Yeah.
And if I see something that tickles my fancy, I just photograph it, you know.
And then take it home.
And then take
Send
it
up
home.
and work.
Yeah, there's.
But
like,
I mean,
I would love to do a few more. I need to do a few more local things
Yeah.
like, what do you call this? The Kilnasaggart Stone Minute
Oh,
as well. All
yeah,
that. I want
yeah,
to get all those
yeah.
things, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also, there's a whole series you could be doing. You talk about Menin as well. I'm just thinking up at Focher, to Bridget.
Yeah,
Now,
I
there's
have
enormous things
the
there.
gates. Yeah, I have the gates. Have that done over there.
But they have up there now lots of little icons to Bridget, like little stones. This is the
Yes,
stone you
that's
put your
right.
elbow in.
That's right.
This is the tree you hang your stuff on.
Yeah, you could do a
Like
series on
a
that.
series of little ones,
Yeah.
like little icons, almost like miniatures, you call them.
Yes.
If not, a very large postage stamp size.
yeah.
And you could have Menin as well, the healing stone.
Yeah.
You could have the tree of prayer.
Yeah.
All the little bits hanging on it.
Yeah.
There's all that there for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Sharon Donnelly does that type of thing. Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
not do it as well as you. You do it. You'll do it. You must do that. You must do that. You're very, very kind. You've come into us and you've been good to us, and we'll wish you well.
Thank you
And
very
are
much.
you going over to the Arts Centre now to see it?
No. I've
No,
been, well,
it's
I've
all
been,
up
yes.
and
It's
ready.
all. I leave
Which
it
gallery? Are you in the ground
in the
floor or upstairs?
Bell Gallery.
You're the Bell Gallery upstairs.
Yeah. No, I leave it in Jacqueline's. good
Jacqueline's a
hands.
great girl.
She's a
She is
lovely
indeed.
girl.
She is indeed a wonderful human being. But I can't get over the kind of gutsiness of these paintings. You know, I really think it's
I
they're
have
very,
all
very
different
strong.
ones from different round parts of Ireland, Kerry and Cork and.
yeah.
I had one set over there, Guggenbarra, but
Guggenbarra.
Yeah, with little Finbar's oratory down in
yeah.
Skibbereen.
Ah, yeah.
And I had 4 different ones off them, but I would have sold them as I said, anyone wanted them, but they broke up, people bought 2 of them, you know,
Yeah.
which I don't mind.
What do people need to pay you in the exhibition for
well,
these,
the
roughly?
full size of that, which is 12 by 16
Yeah.
with the frame, is 175.
Yeah.
That's
Which
the
that's,
average.
That's very, very good.
You
It's
know,
not dear
it'd
money.
be like that, but with a frame.
And is it on
already.
canvas?
All on board, yeah.
On board, yeah. Canvas, canvas board.
yeah,
You can see
yeah.
that there. Your skill is impressive. You even the sheep there in the fields, and you've no fear in you. You know.
I think that's. I think that I'd say that to Diane. You know, she'd look at one I did and she'd say, "This one here, for instance." She said, "Oh gosh, I wouldn't have tackled that. That's very difficult."
No.
I said, "Diane, I just blunder on." I don't think.
Now, there's no blundering about it, I tell you. But this is, it's a great, you see, the painter's job is you're bringing, a photograph isn't like this at all. A photograph is click, done, finished.
Yeah.
It's got no bones in it. It's got no flesh and blood to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you're doing that, you can almost see the mood you were in at the morning you did it.
Yeah.
You can almost see you looking out the window and taking it in and enjoying it, you know.
Yeah.
And you're painting the place, your street. That's what you're painting, your street, your street.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much indeed
And
for
thank
coming
you,
in.
Ron, for having me.
Rosemary McArdle from Drummondee,
Tipcrum.
Tiffcrum. What's the difference? Farther away?
It's a townland between Drummondee and Parkhill.
Yeah.
Halfway.
So Tiffcrum, I should have known that. We wish you well, and your exhibition is we'll tell the people again, is in the Arts Centre, the Sean Hollywood Arts Centre in the Bell Gallery. So make sure you go and see that. These are well worth having a look at. And I know right well you'll go in and you'll see one that's going to hold you and grab you and you'll want to buy it. And this woman will happily do a deal with you and do the right thing. And we also wish this morning the artists, Killian McAvoy and Kathy Fagan down there, and the others of the Rostriver Art Collective. And you've been in. I would once again extend to the Rostriver people the warmest of invitations to come into studio and bring your work and let us see it. Our door is open to you. You are welcome. So please, please make contact, and we look forward to welcoming you here in Destination Newry. Go well. God bless you.
Thank you,
Take
Rowan.
care.
Thank you
All the
very
best,
much for
Rowan.
having me.
Take care. All the best. Thank you, Andrew.